little bit. There you go. Put it in first and let off the brake. You may have to get a little bit of gas. Go ahead and push them a little bit. Go ahead a little bit. Good? How you riding a wheelie? Hey bud, you did a good job driving the wrecker.
Power wheeling.
You had her all torqued up. I will say that's probably the easiest we've ever put one in the shop.
Okay.
You're gonna pick it up, bud. But it said GT 5000 on it. 50,000 pounds. That's what that stands for. 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Pull all the way up.
No mind your back tires.
Come on up. Yeah, you gotta hit it. Now tilt her back. There you go, now go up. Look, all day long, you still got flat tires back here. That's good. Don't mind this. Go ahead, Bubby. Tilt her down. Back up a little bit. Go down a little bit more. Alright, welcome back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel. If you couldn't tell from the intro there, we have another green 850J Dozer that I bought. That says it ran when parked, right?
Yeah, I bet it did.
Alright, so this is an 850J bought off the government. It's been at the John Deere parts store, hasn't it, Kevin? Hey, did you know they don't have a parts store at the government?
Really?
Yeah, they just borrow parts off another Dozer.
Ah, I see.
So that's what this thing is. We have no idea if it did run, what they did. They pulled parts off of it. You guys can see stuff unbolted. It smells like old nasty diesel. This is our first time looking at it. What?
I'm getting sick by the second.
Like sick you're not coming to work tomorrow? Or? Good news is it has no oil in it.
Good news is?
See, we're missing the alternator, we're missing the fuel filter. Has anything been apart under the cab? You guys are seeing this all for the first time, along with me. Oh,
That's a pretty important tank.
That's a hydraulic tank. One battery. Lots of broken gas. I see valve body. Huh. It seems like there's something missing here. You know what was crazy? It has all the belly pans on it. When have we ever got one with all the belly pans?
Never.
We've got bolts out of the final drive. And new shiny bolts.
That's never even.
This plug looks like it's loose. I wonder if there's even gears in there anymore. Did you find anything in the toolbox?
No, it's just dirty in there. Just a little,
Nothing?
little dusty.
Oh, is that your pink shirt?
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
told you not to look. In
Oh
there.
yeah. Well, I can see the cab's not going to go up. We have no cylinder. It's optional. We have no jack for the cab. It's optional. We have no lines or wiring or.
Filters or.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh.
Can we go ahead and. Oh,
Hey, can you put that back on for us?
yeah. That'll work just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
You think somebody needed a valve body and they took the good one and put the junky one back in, Kevin?
No.
Nothing wrong with that one,
Why?
right?
Why? Because they just didn't connect anything else on it? They just let it sit there?
Yeah. It's gonna be a good one right here. I wonder if the motor even turns over. What are you doing?
You know, I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
This is called the John Deere PartsStore.com. When we don't have parts, we just rob them off another one.
You got a good amount of fluid.
It's all in this filter right here. You just dump it back in there. The good thing is it looks like it's not super high. It is wax they put on there to keep the hoses from rusting. Well, we're going to get some covers off. Probably going to have to tilt the cab up. I have no way to hold it, do we?
How did the glass shatter?
Oh, they used it for target practice on the shooting range. I mean, that's what I'd do with this too, probably. I'm starting to consider my purchases. That's what happens when you click the button on the internet, folks. You want to show everybody how to not install side shields on the John Deere Dozer? And that would be right here. This piece right here, folks, is supposed to go on the inside of the frame. What we got? Missing a belt?
Probably just needed it.
It's got one of them turbo things you like.
Yeah.
It even looks like it's complete way back here, Kevin.
Yeah. Just put some batteries in it, fill it full, see what happens.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I don't know about that. This over here is a little concerning. But fixable.
Cap it and plug it.
Cap it and plug it and start it. You like that? Yep. Well. Oh. Good news is I just found a pump that's kind of bent. So I'm assuming there's something wrong with this block, probably, right?
I would suspect.
The freaking can of worms we got ourselves into. I wonder if I got any of these at home. We might have such a thing.
Maybe.
Alright, first thing we're going to do before we get too carried away. We got lights galore in here. Let's try to turn the engine over.
We'll
think
see whether we got a real piece of junk on our hands or not.
Pretty sure we do. You ready, Freddie? I keep hitting the camera. I think you gotta go on the inside of these hoses. There you go. Oh, when it turned. Look at that. How does it sound, Mason?
Okay.
I think it's a winner, ain't it?
I think it's gonna do it.
I don't hear no big clanks.
Not yet. They didn't randomly select a rod out of the back of it.
Let's go back here and look at the back.
Let's fill it up.
Let's fill it up. I don't think so.
Throw some batteries in.
So I noticed this final drive's got new parts in it. This cover's original. It's got new bolts. It's got a new outer housing, a new sprocket on it. Mr. Mason's under here taking all these belly pans off, and something doesn't look right in here. Like maybe that should be connected to that. So they took the drive motor off, probably to take the final drive off to replace the part maybe. You see in there? Do you know what? That
One
don't
wheel
have to
peel,
be.
bub.
That don't have to be connected to start it. So
That's one wheel peel.
we're gonna worry about that later. I think the next thing we probably need to do. It has no. So if you guys know, you've watched our videos for a while. These cabs actually tilt up. There's supposed to be a little cylinder in there, and the jack runs off this block and everything. Well, all that cylinder and all that stuff's gone. So we may try to get the forklift here and get the cab tilted up and get it propped up so we can see what's going on underneath there. So I was taking a look at this fuel tank before we tilt the cab up, and it's actually really clean. You guys probably can't see down in there. It's got about 3 or 4 inches of diesel, which doesn't smell new, but the bottom of the tank I can see is clean as a whistle. There's no rust in there or anything else, so I guess that's a positive on that part. I wanted to come up here too and make sure that these cab mounts are on. This one looks okay. This one does not look okay. We're gonna have to work on this one first. They've drove this one out partially. This is stuff you got to look for. They just start taking stuff apart. It should have a nut on it like this one. But, we'll work on that because that's a pivot that holds the whole cab when it goes up. I feel like this part's important. Get the bolt to go back. Because that bushing won't let it go into hole, you know?
This is what I do. This is what I do.
So this here is supposed to be here at the washer. They just tightened the nut up. No wonder we couldn't get it in there.
That's what I'm doing.
You know the whole Dozer's going to be like this, right?
No, it's gonna be fine.
Some more of our fine mechanics have been at work. This must have been a training Dozer. How to?
And then they just walked away and let them do whatever they wanted.
I think so. I understand what they're trying to do, but I think sometimes... Mason, over here.
Mason,
The hand's out over here.
come, Mason. Thank you, Mason. Uh-oh.
So,
We do not put nuts on the ends of those.
no.
That will make things. Your party will be over fast.
So we're just going to put that. This piece here goes in there first, like so, all the way through. Yep. take this collar that's not bent, right?
Thank you.
You put your little wedgie in there first. I bet yours is bent. You need a hammer.
Body shaper. No effort today.
Did you get it to start? I'm just holding the whole cab up.
I mean, if you ain't gonna try, I guess I'll do it. There you go. Put that nut back on there. It's a lock
Hold the
nut.
bolt while you ain't doing nothing. Just push it in with your fingers. That's all you gotta do. Give me that wrench. You're just like a. Did you work on this dozer in the army? Tighten
You're
it up.
just a little bully. You know that?
Did you work on this dozer?
Too late.
You screwed me. Go ahead. Go. Perfect. Mr. Mason, you want to go get the jib boom on the forklift?
Jibidai.
Look, you got some free parts. That side looks good, right? All right.
Other than one minor detail.
What's
Here,
that?
Let me see that.
Yeah.
When you put your
Washers?
body mounts on, yes, you're supposed to put those washers in other locations.
There's supposed to be 3 on one side and 3 on the other.
Huh.
Not all on one side.
That'd be okay.
So the whole cab is shifted over, isn't it? I don't know. It's not looking good. So while I'm at the front, let me go ahead and take the cab bolts out of there. Oh, look at that. No impact needed. So strong. Oh my. This side's got all the bolts out already. Go figure. So we'll try to get the forklift hooked up, get that thing tilted up, and we'll get some kind of jack stand or something to hold it up. Go up a little bit. The fork's okay up there?
Yeah.
Go up slow. You tilt it back any? Go up a little bit. Why don't you back up a little bit? Easy, just go up a little bit. Oh, reverse a little bit. Whoa, did it balance yet or not? Where's the balance point? Can you pick up on it at all? You back up a little more. Back up just a fuzzy. Whoa. Is it getting close to having nothing on it? Sure. Alright. Mason's got us some super sweet anti-kill Kevin and Clinton devices. Can you push mine up? Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you. How you like me? This one must be a 1/4 inch shorter, Mason. Let your little fork truck down and see what happens there. Just turn the key on, go down a little bit.
There we go.
Hopefully it don't go back the other way, right?
It's really setting good on mine.
You like mine over here?
Yeah.
See that slack off of it?
Safety third.
You make it going down?
Yeah.
Slacked out.
Not yet.
Keep going down, Bubby. Oh, it ain't gonna fall backwards, alright.
It's got slacking it now.
All right, now your job is to climb up here and take that chain off, Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get that chain off. All right, so I've been getting a list of stuff together, going over this thing. We got a whole bunch of parts to get, bub. Well, I got an alternator up here too. I think I got that in stock. So I got a list.
Did you just put bulldozer?
Bulldozer, just buy a new one for $500,000. You guys don't know these things are almost $500,000 US right now, so not cheap. That's why we're gonna stick some money in it, because this is a lower hour dozer. Not sure how many hours on it. We will have no idea till we put batteries in it. But one thing here, the tag. This is probably a 2009, 2010 dozer. 2015, December 2015. It's repaired by the Marine Corps at 696 hours. So it's obviously got more than 696 hours on it. But looking at the wear and stuff on the blade, I'm guessing it's probably between 700 and 1,000 hours. So when they rebuilt that, they repainted this thing too. So you can see we've got some paint on here. It looks like maybe 100 hours of use with the paint on it or so. I'm guessing it's probably got around 800 hours on it. But if you guys know how many hours on it, drop it in the comments below. Take a guess on it, and we'll see. Maybe later on in this video, we'll get some batteries in it and get a reading off the dash. So anyway, I've got a big list of stuff for the guys to do, start working on. I've got to get a bunch of parts ordered. Just got a little bunch of oddball things. We got to, like, all the tank drains are open. We got to seal all those up. We got to check the funnels, the bolts, that kind of stuff. We got to put a cover back on the hydraulic tank. We got to put that big valve block on over there. Kevin's been working on this is actually a cylinder for the cab tilt. We had an extra one laying around. We got to rebuild it. I've just got to get a slew of parts and a list together. This is actually a pressure control pilot valve that sits up here. Somebody stepped on it. I'll show you here in a second. Somebody stepped on this, pulled this wire out, and it's broken. But it goes right up here. But that's something else I had laying here. But I was just looking around, seeing all this stuff's broken. But it goes right here. The wires are broke out of the end of it. So, but yeah, I got a lot of parts to get gathered up and list together, especially for that valve block over there. It's needing a bunch of stuff. We're gonna drain the fuel out of the tank, get some fresh fuel in it, filters, but we got a parts dozer out. We're gonna take a peek at and see if we got any more parts. So we don't know if this valve block is bad, if this is the original one out of it. We have no idea on that part of it. So without just getting, so we're missing the pump that raises the cab up. We're missing another solenoid valve here. We're missing a couple pressure sensors, lots of other parts. So bad thing is, I mean, you about gotta buy new parts, put it all back together, and see what was going on. Who knows what they were doing here? It's just hard to. I'm trying to play detective and see what they was doing exactly. Like there's bolts missing out, filter head up there. It's just I'll show you up there. It's just kind of crazy. So we've got to figure out where all those lines and stuff go to. I've had enough of these, but we've got wires unplugged on things. But yeah, it's a big old can of worms. But the motor does turn over, so that is a plus. That still don't mean it's going to run. They've undone some hydraulic lines up here under the grill. Again, we're going to put those back on. I don't know why. They've took one cap off this blade cylinder here. Again, we don't know why. They've tried beating this pin out. It's stuck, obviously. The cylinder does not look like it was leaking. Maybe they needed this for another dozer and they're trying to take it out. They took the lines off the tilt cylinder. Again, we have no idea why. So alternator's gone. Probably needs one for another machine. Just a lot of stuff's missing, isn't it, bud? We got a piles of parts here we found in it. Pile of parts here, all kinds of stuff. So we're going through it. I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff ordered up here. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow with some new parts. All right, so out here at one of our part dozers, our 850 parts dozer. Here's that manifold block. I was trying to see if we had any good parts or anything on here. I know we've robbed some of these solenoids are bad and not good. I will probably end up Just buying some new ones because we've stole so many parts off this one over the time. That's a jack pump that's not in there no more. It's probably broken. Yeah. We got a couple parts we can rob off this one possibly. But I may just go ahead and order some sensors. I've been taking some pictures and stuff here of things so I know what's missing and what's not. This one's even got weeds growing in it, so fun times for sure. Alright, got a big old list of parts going on here. I found so much stuff on this tractor while you guys been gone. They've took the forward and reverse and steering left and right sensors off this thing. We've even been into the neutral start switch right here. I found a cover laying in there. But all this little stuff's undone. They cut a wire. Did you get an alternator wire plug? Cut a plug in the alternator. Kevin's out there been stealing some parts off that tractor we guys just looked at. So this has one wire going in. Isn't that crazy? I thought that had like a bunch of wires. They cut this off right here. So Kevin just cut another one. He did the right thing, right?
That's right.
That's
Cover it up with that convoluted tubing.
our leaf valve. Is that going to be good? You gonna
We're
make it great again?
So. We're hoping so.
Alright, I'm going to go in there and order a bunch of parts. I'm going to machine down those. What that basically means is tells John Deere that our machine is down and we need the parts overnight. So it's basically overnight shipping. So it's not a whole lot more they charge for it, but fingers crossed they all show up in the morning. If they do, we'll be back here and we'll get back on this and start doing a bunch of stuff to it. Mason's got a list here, just little stuff to do, checking fluids, filters and stuff like that. It's all boring stuff, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But when we get our parts back in the morning, we'll be back. Well, while we're waiting on parts, me and Mr. Kevin's having a fun old time taking this transmission block housing apart. We're getting all parts. I noticed you don't have a Harbor Freight wrench.
Well, you never bought me any this big.
We're getting that all taken apart and cleaned up. Mason has found some broken bolts. This thing was missing some bolts. I think I may have said that earlier, but none of these are tight, are they, Mason?
No.
Let's take a few out. Not tight whatsoever. So I told Mason on his list to check them, see if they're tight. He's found some broken bolts, but he's going to check the sprocket bolts and the ones where they go back on the main housing. We're going to pull this cover off and try to fix these broken bolts and see what they've been doing in there for sure. So, what do you need? Karate chop? That's not how you treat Carl Law wrenches, bud. So, I ordered about $7,000 worth of John Deere parts. They're supposed to be here at 10:30 in the morning. You think it's going to happen?
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
100%.
Survey says. Is it dirty? You what? No, you can take them all out. There's gears holding stuff in. Well, there's supposed to be gears holding stuff in. Did you make note of where these goes?
Yeah.
Are they different sizes?
These all go in here.
Oh my.
That's the same size so far.
Never gonna run again.
Yeah. One lucky was going to it anyways, right? Let's see what this one looks like.
Wait a minute, we're missing O-rings on this one. Ah,
We didn't need those.
They've been in here.
Yep.
And that was tight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I wonder if we're supposed to be out. Mercy sakes.
Maybe it's just in there.
Huh?
Nope. No, I thought maybe it could be in there.
I'm gonna go look in the parts thing, but I think that's supposed to have 2 backups and an O-ring on it. This is getting better by the second, ain't it? You know how much problems? I mean, that could have been the whole problem of the whole tractor, and that's why they've been taking stuff apart. You don't know.
Yeah.
These are made different, though, Kevin. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be made.
Yeah.
That's what we'll go off of.
Yeah.
Do you know how this all goes back together? Yeah. So, pretty sure it's supposed to have O-rings on there. I did confirm this valve is working. That's just really scary. isn't it? It's the stuff you got to look out for. I did order a seal kit from John Deere. Hopefully I have it here tomorrow too, but Kevin's been cleaning on this thing. So this is a oil cooler bypass, but normally oil flows in this way normally, and you can actually, I think, electronically click a solenoid. It shoves oil in this back side. There's a little hole right here, then pushes that valve out so it kicks it from not going through the oil cooler, so you can preheat the oil up quicker for testing and stuff like that. But with those O-rings not in there, there's no way for it to seal up here, and that oil would just bypass it, go back out through there, if that makes sense. So there's no way it could actually actuate that valve. So we gotta keep our eyes peeled. Something like that can drive a guy nuts big time. It's not in there right, so that's a bad thing with these machines. Sometimes you're trying to figure out what everybody else has been doing. But, it's a great time for sure. We're gonna keep cleaning. I think we'll pull this final drive cover off here. We do have to install this CPC too, but or PCP. I don't know, we'll either do that or pull that final drive off here next. We're going to yank this final drive out here next. We've decided. We've got a hook here in the center hole. We're going to try to hopefully pull it out. The reason we're pulling it out, it's got 3 broken bolts in here, and I don't trust what they did in there either. So I'm going to back up a little bit first. I'm coming. Let me get a pry bar on the other side. Oh boy. This is not good. You got stuff like I got?
Mine's brown.
Mine's missing big chunks of teeth.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a real big tooth. You just want to yank it now, or what?
You want to back on up? Because it's not going to hurt much if it falls and hits the ground, I can tell you that. Get this out here and let you people take a look at it. It's not good. Pick her up there, Kevin. So, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that that's no good.
It's got most of the gears, right?
My $7,000 thing I just spent went out the window.
Yeah. Oh, got the main part of it too, didn't it? Yeah.
What did they do? Run up that oil, didn't they?
Let's say, as dry as it is in there, it's like it's never seen oil.
No. Well, good times for sure. Huh.
That's a real party pooper, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what these are from John Deere now? Like $24,000. I think I may have sold my last one. I gotta go check and see. Didn't you paint one yellow?
No. No.
We may have one. Fingers crossed. Hey, but we can get the broken bolts now for no reason. Man. I wonder how much other stuff's like that. The other side's not been apart, has it? Mason filled it up with oil. These bolts have never been broke loose. They obviously had something going on here because they replaced parts. I wish I knew what they done, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
My oh my. Hey, we found a new final drive next door in Jay's warehouse.
We got one to put on it.
We've got a good one. But guess what? We're not going to put it on right now.
That's right.
We're going to make sure the rest of the tractor works. This is Captain Jump Around videos, what this is. I'm not going to waste much more time. We don't need that part to start it up. So at this point, we're waiting on parts from John Deere, so we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, while we're waiting on Mr. Tucker to pick up parts this morning, he should be here any minute. We're going to put on this pilot control pressure valve thingy, doohickey.
Oh, there's even shedding.
Ouch. Why did I get a big old splinter in my hand? Mason set me up.
Yep.
How about some of that cleaner brake?
Also known as parts cleaner.
Dozer cleaner? Notice how I turned the camera on just in time. So I got these little Allen screws in here, and Kevin's is stripped out over there. What are you doing now, Kevin?
Why would you say such things?
That says do not stand on there.
Not my dozer, not my dozer.
Hang on. Let's pry it back. You just like breaking stuff. Yeah, I bet your bolt's loose now.
Yeah, it probably is. Let me hit it some more. I'll use the round side.
This is how you don't
Finish
work on
him!
don't work on things.
Finish him!
Are we gonna try to break the bolt off you got rounded? Maybe it's loose
Oh.
now.
Yeah, let's try it.
Here, you need the other Allen wrench now.
Put down the hammer. This one?
Maybe.
I can tighten it.
We don't need tightening. I got this one. So I heated this one up and actually clocked it different. Strip down. You want to get a
strip down.
You want to get a pry bar and I'll pry up. Maybe we can break that bolt off. We just can't tear up the pump. That would not be good. You really tore that up with your hammer.
Well, I'm done. You gotta watch out for people like me.
It says don't step on it.
Don't break it flush, okay?
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
Maybe break it off here first.
I sure hope nobody's watching this right now.
This is how you fix stuff, folks.
It is not how you fix things.
Get the hammer out. If it ain't bent now,
Can you
it's real
pry
bent.
one right here?
Yeah.
Brake bolt.
They're strong.
Didn't break. Nope. I don't want to booger up this.
Sealing surface.
Yeah, it's steel. Take your little bar out there for a second. Oh, I just lost your people.
You shanked them.
It's alright, we're back.
You shanked them.
Sorry. I see the threads.
It's a dang good repair.
Bend it back. We'll just keep bending it. Hey, got it. Where'd the bolt go? Did it break off flush?
No, it's about 1,000th out.
God. Oh, look, it's had some corrosion in there. That's why it was stuck. Yeah, it don't look good. No wonder it wasn't turning. That's not good, is it?
Uh-uh.
We're gonna have to take off that stupid old thing. How did a 5-minute job
Welcome to my life story, bub.
turn into a 2-hour job?
Hey, it won't be more than 5 minutes on YouTube, though.
No. Gosh dang it. We're gonna have to take off this whole
Cluster.
Yeah. Alright, that bolt that was down there broke off flush. So we gotta get all this clean. We'll have to take this off. This actually goes down into the transmission pump. Something we was trying to avoid, but if you guys can see, that's got some corrosion in that bolt. That would have been a hard. This is aluminum, and we all know that aluminum and steel don't mix. Well, we'll get that cleaned up, and then we'll be back.
Action!
So, I thought, hey Kevin, let's try to get this bolt out with the punch. Kevin ground me a super sweet snap-on 60-degree profile on there, didn't
That's
you?
right. I won't even charge
And guess
you for
what?
it.
It's moving.
That's right. Money back guarantee. As is on TV.
I think we need a little pair of needle nose now.
Oh, yeah?
Well, we got it out a couple threads. Oh,
Oh,
look, my
at you
sausages
go.
are getting it. I like to see your sausages in here.
Bob, let's get up out of here.
I've got it out a 1/4 inch
I'll
now.
show you what the little Viennas can do.
Bud, we got lucky today.
That's just raw skill.
It's just talent's what that is.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't took a hammer and pried it off there to begin with. They probably would just pulled the motor or something. Our next plan was to take this off, but we got it right there.
Ka-chow!
Just that easy.
Don't lose any of those, okay?
That's gotta go back up here. Supposed to be zip tied up here too. And these really are not fun.
I don't know why they decided to
Here you go.
put
I'll
them
hold
in
it for
so
you.
deep.
Did you get her, Bubby?
I did.
I finally got that 15-minute project turned into an hour.
But look at all the time we saved.
That's a good spot for that one. All right, what are we doing next? Cab tilt cylinder?
Fuel filter delete kit.
Yeah, he already bypassed those.
Oh.
You guys don't know, these two filters back here are actually jet fuel dosing filters. So they've got these things to set up to run on jet fuel, which has no lubrication in it to speak of. So those filters actually add oil to the diesel fuel, but we don't have jet fuel in the public, do we?
No.
It'd be kind of cool if we did, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Then you know what? We'd have to get our own jet.
That'd be cool.
Bridget wouldn't be happy about that. Oh boy. I think we should tackle that cab cylinder before we put that
Yes.
block on.
Yes. We need parts.
We got him. Tucker just showed up
Ooh.
about an hour ago. Right after we started messing with that thing. You want to see what $7,000 looks like?
What is it for?
This is what $7,000 looks like from John Deere. Look, we even got a red safety prop. You know what this cost?
Oh, I couldn't imagine.
$900. I'm serious. We could have made that, but making a one-off one for one time. Did you not put your tool up?
I broke it.
Did you?
Yeah, broke the spring.
Oh, that's fine.
Lost some
Put
money.
it up. All right, we got to get our parts out here and see what we got. There, right here.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got most all of our parts laid out here. We got a whole bunch of goodies. There's even stuff like this is a parking brake switch. We flipped the handle down and noticed it was gone yesterday. We got new valves and bushings and parts and more parts. We got that seal kit for that bypass valve in there. We've got new coils in here. We got a new cab tilt pump. We got it all.
We're ready.
We're gonna put in that cab tilt cylinder. I know it needs one of those that goes up in the tractor. And then we need 4 of these bushings here for the bottom. We'll get all the stuff gathered up. I know these 2 washers. These are the snap rings for the pins. Have we decided if we like the Deep Creep or not?
The Dueling Dragon.
The Dueling Dragon. These people need a light. They can't see what we're doing.
Lucky for you.
We did not get set
I
up.
bring the light.
We did not get set up for this action shot at all.
Pause the video.
Pause the video.
Now we're
Take
ready.
2. We don't take any other cuts. So, I gotta get this rubber up in here. And this is where I'm gonna put the camera down and... Oh. Bye-bye.
What are you doing?
What are you doing up there, Kevin? He told me to get out of the way because he puts those rubbers in all the time. How long ago was this?
A minute and a half.
15 minutes ago?
No, a minute and a half.
Did you get it?
Don't worry, a minute and a
You
half
got
later.
it, finally.
A minute and a half later, I got it.
I won't tell you what you did to it.
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we got the...
So you gotta do the cover, then the bushing, right?
Is that pin wide enough for this cover? Oh. I remember these just like yesterday. You know what we should check, Kevin?
What should we check?
Make sure these AC lines are tight. Clamp the round rod to your flat piece with a pair of vice grips, and then clamp your ground on it. Get everything sitting tight, 2 pairs of vice grips. That's how pros do it. That's why I always put the big one on first. Is it tight?
It's gotta be.
Okay.
Right? Oh yeah?
What's your girlfriend say? Denied?
I think she's trying to tell me something here.
It's not fun, I will tell you from previous experiences. Like, they could have gave a guy a half-inch more room somewhere. These washers may go on the inside, Kevin, I don't know.
They don't now.
Okay, you started?
That's right.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. This isn't awkward or heavy. I'll get there one day, just let me. Okay. Things we do for safety. I got a washer, another washer too. Are you feeling that? You wiggle it, did you get it?
Snap
Got it,
ring.
didn't you? It's on there, isn't it?
Yep, they were kind of.
Okay, there's that in. Want some bushings?
Oh no.
So if you guys wonder why they have big bushings in here, they actually have a bigger pin for the armored cabs. We don't have the cool armored cab. You ready to go down?
Up there somewhere. Big pin.
You look like you're in a bind.
There you go.
What's that?
One perfect location for a snap ring right there.
Perfect. Safety first.
That's right.
So they got what we call, our light's going dead. You know what that means?
That's busy.
It's time to quit. So they got stage 1 here. Stage 2 is what we call it. Stage 2, we're kind of in between right now. Stage 2 is actually up higher. But we're going to save all this for another day.
You said it. We get to quit.
We'll get to quit. The light went dead.
That's right.
Mason didn't get his battery, did you? So that manifold block that sits here, it controls all the parking brake pressure, and it has the pump in it for this cab tilt cylinder too. So we've got to get all that put together and put in there, but that's going to be another video for another day because this one's getting kind of stretched out and long. So you guys want to see all that fun action, make sure you're subscribed, and maybe in the next video we'll get that on there and get it running. Maybe. It's going to be epic if it starts or not, that's for sure. Then we got that stupid final drive over to mess with, if it does run and work. I don't know. You want to see me? If you want to see me crying, possibly tune in to the next episode. So make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that coming out here next. So appreciate everybody watching. If you like,
even catch those tears and
hey,
sell them.
it says default right here. That's what's wrong
with it.
That's what's wrong with. What's this say? Powered liquid something.
Locked up.
Where'd it come from? I know I got it from California. Let's see if it comes from overseas. Anyway, if you guys liked the video today, do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up down below. Hit that button. It helps us out a lot. And we got plenty more cool stuff coming down the line. So we've got major carnage. But it's going to be a fun one next time for sure. We'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.